Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. I'm still pretty much on a roll in terms of making very simple cards, so that's what we will be doing in this video. While this card is not quite as simplistic as some of the previous projects I posted and some that I will post soon, but it is still pretty simple to make and it packs a punch. Hi everyone, I'm Yana Smakula and I'm hoping you will love this video. The stamp set that I will be playing with today is called Happy Hugs from Pinkfresh Studio, and it's a new set from their October 2018 release. You can see this stamp set on the screen right now. There's also a small coordinating die to die cut the bear's image out. I will not be using the die today for the card that I have in mind, but having this die is surely helpful as it will allow you to do more with this stamp set. The number one reason why I picked this stamp set to play with today is that beautiful solid stamp sky stamp that outlines the bears. This stamp set is designed in a very clever way. The sky is cut out so that you can add the bear's image onto it without having to fuss around with masking. And I love that. Anything that makes card making a simple and more enjoyable task is always a win in my book. Now, whenever I play with solid stamps, such as that sky, I love to use my ombre ink pads by Hero Arts, and for today's sky, I reached for my favorite ink pad for a winter night sky, which is Pool to Navy Ombre. I'm going to ink up my stamp and stamp it onto the panel, making sure that I have the darkest blue at the top and the lightest blue at the bottom of my sky. I am stamping this several times over and over again to get a perfect impression, as this stamp set is brand new and, as expected, it didn't stamp well the first time. It's a common thing with brand new unseasoned stamps, so it's nothing to worry about. That's actually why I'm using my Mini Misty stamping tool here to be able to double stamp it. Next, I'm going to stamp the bear outline image, and this fits right into the sky outline. It's super easy to align, and all you have to do is just ink it up with black ink. Here I'm using Memento Tuxedo Black, as this is Copic marker friendly ink, and I do plan to color these images with my Copic markers. And the reason I picked Copic markers today is because to me, Copic markers are a super fast way to color. I don't have a ton of time every day to dedicate to card making, so I'm trying to be as efficient with my time as possible. I have the outline stamped and just look at it. The sky is so amazing. It looks like I ink blended all of that and did some masking and white heat embossing, when in fact, I just stamped it with ink. That's efficient and super quick for me. Next, I'm going to stamp the word hugs in black ink. I want my sentiment to say, sending you warm wishes and snuggly hugs. The first part of the sentiment will be heat embossed in white on red, and I'll foam mount that onto my card, but the word hugs is stamped directly onto the panel. Once the stamping is done, I'm going to go ahead and color this image. I'm not using a ton of markers. I do try to use just a handful of colors to make this coloring as easy to repeat as possible. I started with a W5, W3, and W1 markers to color the bears. I wanted them to be light gray, so I used warm gray colors, the W markers. In the past, I used to use cool grays, the C markers, but the cool grays don't really work well on living things. Using cool gray markers works really well to color metal, for example. But if you want to color your critters gray, it's best to use the warm grays. Next, I pulled out my reds, and here I'm using R39, R27, R24, and R22 markers. So that's it. I just used grays and reds to make this as simple as possible. Now, surely you can add more colors if you like. You can go very detailed with your coloring. I am all about making things simple and easy for you guys to replicate, so simple coloring and simple card making it is. I cut my colored panel out using my paper trimmer. I wanted to pop it up on a simple background. To create that background for this card, I used a scoring technique. I cut a panel of white cardstock to 4 1/4 by 5.5 inches, and I scored it every 1/2 inch, creating horizontal planks for my cards. It's like a modern wood plank background in a way. It's simple to do, but very effective. Now you can also dry emboss the background using an embossing folder if you want. Something simple, But I don't have any embossing folders with a simple design in my stash, so I like to make my own scored backgrounds or embossed backgrounds using my scoring board. Next, I adhered the background panel onto an A2 white side-folding card base, and I foam mounted my colored panel in place. I used my Tonic Studios Aqua Shimmer pen and coated the entire sky section with this beautiful shimmer. It is hard to see it on camera, but it shimmers stunningly in the light, and it's very fitting for a night sky. You can spray your background with a shimmer spray mist if you don't have this kind of a shimmer pen, but I really prefer to use a pen for these kinds of cards, as by using a pen and not shimmer spray, I can be very specific about where I add that shimmer. For example, I don't want to have any shimmer on the bears, so using a pen here is very helpful. I also used Nuvo drops in gloss white, and I added dimensional dots over the white circles, and I also used Hero Art's lacquer pen to coat the heart in the sky. Here is a closer look at this card once everything was dry. Like I said, this is a pretty simple project to make for winter. It doesn't have to be a Christmas card. You can send it anytime during a cold weather season and use other less Christmassy colors. Maybe skip using red and go for green or even teal to make this a monochromatic project. Thanks so much for watching, guys. If you have any questions, as always, leave them in the comment section below, and be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't yet done so. If you are a subscriber but are not receiving new video notifications, check the bell icon on the homepage of my channel to get notified every time there's a new video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time, guys. Bye!